prior to the day, I was kind of stumped as to why Truckee residents seem to not care about Kaylee Rodni. So I did a little quick research, and I discovered that during the pandemic, a lot of people from the Bay Area went to Truckee. But then during that time, and as time went on with the pandemic, the price of living, the apartments was high, the homes went up, so the locals was leaving. The migrant workers coming in, staying. The town of Truckee started paying locals to rent to locals, up to $10,000 to rent to locals. Then it dawned on me that they have a Rotary Club. And I said, damn, that adds a new twist to this whole story, because if you know about Rotary Clubs, you just can't join. You have to be invited to join. And it's basically based on your economic and social standing. So now I understand why they could throw this party when Kaylee Rodni is purported missing. I call it purported missing because she was murdered. As if they didn't give a damn. Because they did and still don't. Then I got to ask myself, the news reporter asked them, why didn't they do an Amber Alert? And they said these 4 criteria, 3 been met. The 4th criteria was proof of an abduction. There is no proof of an abduction. But yet, it dawned on me that Samantha Smith hinted toward an abduction when she stated her main concern is that somebody offered to give her a ride but didn't take her home, and they could be anywhere by now. The more and more I think about that statement she made, by the way, for all practical purposes, everything that I'm about to say from here on out is my opinion based on an established fact and based upon the information that has already come out. I base my opinion on that. I firmly believe that Samantha Smith murdered her, and I firmly believe that she intended to frame Jagger, but something happened to where that had to be abandoned. I firmly believe that the law enforcement officers and other people in Plaza Creek, locals, know that Sammy Smith is a murderer. But because they are trying to protect the town's economic boom and the integrity, that they have set out to cover up a murder and protect a murderer. Just listen to these video clips I'm about to play. There is no reason for law enforcement officers to be saying what they're saying, just like Sammy Smith is saying. Check this out.
That somebody else was involved is my main concern, and I think a lot of the people of Truckee and Tahoe feel the same way, just that there was somebody else involved, because they haven't found a car yet. They've done helicopter searches over Prosser and all.
Have asked us why CHP hasn't released an Amber Alert yet for Kaylee Rodni. They say there's 4 criteria that have to be met. 3 of the 4 are met right now. The only one is that they need proof of an abduction.
We want to leave no stone unturned. We take this case, just like any other missing persons case, extremely seriously.
As you can see, Sam is talking about somebody giving her a ride, making this out of possibly giving her a ride, but didn't take Kaylee Rodni home. Stirring this toward an abduction. Law enforcement come out with a press conference that they are treating this case as a missing person. You know the problem with treating a case like this as a missing person? There is no proof that she's missing. Just like if anybody don't return home, they not really missing. We don't know what's going on. But when they found her vehicle in the water, that's foul play. Now, coupled with the fact that they allegedly have a video of the roadside assistant, 2 people driving her car, that's enough to charge the 2 people with murder. But the problem is, why haven't they released the video to the public? See, it doesn't interfere with the investigation because they do this all the time. These was the last 2 people seen with them. We have a video of them driving the car. They do that all the time. The only reason to conceal that video, it shows Sammy Smith and somebody else that was meant to look like Jagger. Or it shows people in that video they do not want to reveal because it's somebody in Prather County in Truckee, California. That's somebody, a relative, and it can have a severe economic impact on them. So now I have a better understanding as to why Truckee residents could throw that party and be happy. But now here it is. They could not find that body with all the man hours, but eventually the purpose found it within 35 minutes. In that shorter time, that tells me they knew that car was down there. They was waiting to collect their reward. So eventually with purpose, evidently they got the reward because they found them. It takes me back to a video they showed with Samantha, and I think that was Mag who said, Mag said, we will find her with the help of our community only. That is a strange thing to say, like I say, people. And then Samantha kind of looked at her and said, with anybody else. But like I say, Mag knows something. And this is a cover-up. I don't think that when the autopsy come back, I think that when the autopsy come back, they're going to say it was not enough to get out of it. It was too decomposed. I just don't see anything good coming out of this here, and I hope I'm wrong. But right now, as I see it, the way that they handle this case, it's a cover-up. It's just a cover-up, people. And because they should have released the video of the roadside assistance interaction. Ain't no reason to keep that video hid unless you're trying to hide the killer. All right? So, because they're not going to be able to justify why they was in that car, why they didn't come forth when it first started. They can't justify it. So my take on this here is it's a cover-up. And the only way answers can be really given if Lindsay, the mother, father, filed a civil suit and pursue it all the way to trial through discovery stage, depositions, questioning, trying to hone in on who drove you home and when. And keep going. And when she named the people who drove her home, you subpoena them, you put them on the stand. Because the way that this investigation has went, it reeks a cover-up. I'm signing off. Y'all have a great day.